Hey everybody, this would be November 1st, 2020, the very last time I set that clock back. I thought that the state of Oregon was done changing times because our illustrious governor decided that we were going to stay on daylight savings time forever, putting us in the same as the next time zone over, standard time. I know this because I got friends in Idaho, and all summer long we're on the same time. All winter we're on a different time. Oh yeah, I thought we were done changing already, but I went ahead and looked this morning. Nope, nope. Next spring we spring ahead and never touch the clock again. Yeah, kind of like the old Indian saying, you take a foot off the top of the blanket and add it to the bottom of the blanket. The blanket's still not any longer, but yeah, libtards think that it makes the day longer. And most of them, if you're in a grocery store line, when the time change happens, you get complained at because it's the, quote, GD farmers that insist on having daylight savings time. No, it's not. Cows don't give a damn what time the clock says. When it's time to eat, it's time to eat. Same with the crops. It doesn't care what time the clock says. But the people in town who had to mow their lawns after work didn't want to do it in the dark, and they were too lazy to get their butt out of bed in the morning and do it before they went to work. So that's where that came from. At least that's what I've been told. So just doing a little thank you today and a little show around. I mean, a lot of this stuff I'm sure you've all seen. There's row license plates up there. There's a box full someplace too, but those are all trucks that we've worn out and scrapped, and trailers that have been worn out and scrapped, and trucks that we had to change plates on. An old Farm Bureau member service $200 reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of persons committing theft, arson, or vandalism on this property. That one was one that was never outside. That was, I think, in the file cabinet in the house. And we cruise over, and yeah, there's a high water sign at the end of the lathe with a hole in it so we can run stuff through the lathe. Keeps things from falling in there. A little gray sign and a little red one, they're both off a Fruhoff trailer. No fishing or trespassing. Keeps people from stealing stuff, right? Because there's a sign that says you're not supposed to be in here, and one that says you're not supposed to be grabbing stuff or snagging stuff. Another old Farm Bureau sign. That sign's off an old trailer. Fabricated by Broadsdeck's Company, Pomona, California, with the serial number and the model number. Then we pop up in the Massey Ferguson sign. That was a Christmas present from number one last Christmas. It finally got put up on the wall. Alice Chambers signed the same way. And there's one I'm trying to hide. There we go, the old Mormon sign up there. That was at the top of the driveway for years. I think that one's been around since the 60s. But here's one I wanted to get to with a thank you. iafarmer, or however he wants to say it, it's all small letters, all one word. He did I believe it was, so I'm going to trip over stuff here if I don't pay attention to what I'm doing. Soybean yield contest. And I don't know anything about soybeans, so I just kind of looked at the other people that, 2 or 3 comments there, people that had a clue, and I put a guess in. Apparently I tied for first. Neither one of us had the exact number, but he asked for my address here a week and a half or so ago, I guess, and I give it to him, and he sent me that. So there it is. Thank you very much. I wanted to show you we put it in a good spot. I was going to put it on that access door right there, but This side of the shop is usually the side that gets splattered and whatever. Back from that window up to that window has all been plastered in hydraulic oil, and yeah, I want to try to keep it cleaner. And the way the airflow is in here, that wall is probably the least dusty. So hopefully it'll stay clean and look good. So thank you, iafarmer. I appreciate it very much. And everybody, go check him out. See what he's got. He's got a pretty good channel. Works on his own equipment. Runs some older stuff that's in really good shape because he does take care of it. And I guess that's about it. Other than, signs you find out in the middle of the field because either the wind took them or the water took them, and previous owners of the signs didn't want to, well, they didn't know where they went, but they weren't going to go 500 feet off the road to find where they went. Oh, anyway, there's more on here too, but we do more channel shout outs this way because, hey, they're burning dinosaurs. Check him out. And American Tradesman's right there too. Timber Unity, that's how we're fighting the carbon tax in the state of Oregon. And a few other things that our brilliant governor wants to do. Trying to shut down agriculture and logging, and says we don't need that because tourism don't do nothing. She says tourism and electronics are the two number one. No, they're not. Neither one of them are number one employers, and neither are number one income generators in the state. Agriculture and forestry is still number one. She just doesn't know how to do the math. She can't even read the reports that go across her desk explaining that to her. All right, my 2 bits on a rant. I'll get you some more later. And here we have the young lady mechanicking on her car. I think it was right after we put the new radiator in. Her brakes started making noise. So. Rotor's fine. Pads were down. Expected. So she's getting her done. Still got the other side to do. And Whiskey's being a pain in her butt. He just crawled between her and the tire and tried to shove her face into the brake caliper. So, fun. Wasn't hard to straighten it up. The biggest thing was that shield was hung up on that mount right there. Did not damage the drive shaft, did not damage the auger. And I'll show you why it happened. Looky there. Not too much left holding it. In fact, actually, if you look to the other side through that hole, there's nothing left holding it. So, I guess I'm gonna see if I can get a hold of Tom in the morning. See if he can form me a piece. 7-inch ID, half a diameter. Just do a half piece. And we'll slip it in there and weld it to the tube and hopefully weld it to the top piece. Everything's like it belongs except for the idler. It looks like it's loose because the bolt's tweaked. But there it is anyway. It still looks good there. You know, wore out a little. You think, look at the points on that. Yeah, I wonder why. This thing, the guy we got it from, I think we got it in like 1983, 84. Whenever it was that a walnut tree that sat behind where the trucks are parked over there split, and the auger was set up to go into the first bin from the uphill side. And it was a 3-foot diameter trunk, and half the tree landed on the auger and smashed the auger clear to the ground. And this was the only one in captivity. Guy retired about, I don't know, 7-8 miles from us. And Dad made a phone call. We need an auger. And it's like, hey, Glenroy's got one. It's been sitting there for 1.5 years, not being used. He always took good care of his stuff. The thing was pretty much inside when he had it, because as soon as his grain storage building had enough room, he put it inside. Otherwise, it sat outside until he got rid of some. But we used to run 1,500 acres at 100+ bushel wheat, and 3.5 ton oats. It's had a lot of stuff through it. So, she must be going to wash her windows off. Anyway, quit getting distracted here. I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to go feed. This daylight savings ending crap. I always hate time changes. Doesn't matter which way it goes. Only got to do that one more time. Still the wrong way when we do it, but anyway, that's what I got to do on here. May or may not be hauling a load down to the auction tomorrow. Mom's worried it's election day. There won't be state of Oregon's mail-in ballots has been for over 20 years. They've already voted. If they haven't, that's their tough shit. So maybe I can make a phone call and get a piece made and run down and get rid of a load of cows and go to town and get a piece and maybe get this thing done tomorrow and get it out of my way. Till then, say hi, number 2.
Hi.
Say bye, number 2. Say thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.
And please like and subscribe.